Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Monday, November 7th. I'm James Spann. Records shattered across Alabama today. Record warmth. One more day like this, then we turn noticeably cooler Wednesday, then we turn downright cold this weekend. So don't get used to it. And a tropical system will be approaching the Florida Peninsula here in a couple of days. So a lot of things to talk about today. So let's go. This is the upper air look across the country. And we've got this large 588 upper high on top of us. That's the reason it's so warm. And then we have a trough coming into the Pacific Northwest, and that'll be coming out across the middle of the country, setting up maybe a blizzard for parts of the northern plain states later this week. A lot of things are going to happen over the next 5 days. There's the visible satellite view today. Got a few scattered clouds around. Otherwise, it's mostly sunny, but we do note we have a few showers in progress over the northern counties of the state. These are kind of spotty, scattered showers, most of them north of Interstate 5920, and most of these will likely dissipate once the sun goes down later this evening, but a few spots are getting some rain this afternoon. Yes, indeed. Birmingham at 84, blowing away the old record of 82 set in 2005. But notice Coleman's 75 because they've got rain showers around. Haleyville at 78. Down to the south, Dothan 86, Montgomery 85, Mobile 83. Again, one more day with numbers like that, then we'll see a surge of cool air coming in with the backdoor front due in here tomorrow night. And that should come through in dry fashion. So on the watch warning map, all of the issues across the southeastern states related to Nicole. Now we have a hurricane watch for parts of the Florida Atlantic coast and a tropical storm watch for parts of the northern Florida and the coast of Georgia and parts of South Carolina. And much more on Nicole here in a minute. Out west, number of areas there with snow and wind issues. No severe storms expected through tonight. This is tomorrow. Again, no severe weather expected. Then on day 3, which is Wednesday, we have a marginal risk over parts of the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle, but the Peninsula, as Nicole approaches. And then on day 4, which is Thursday, we have a risk of severe storms over parts of the nation's heartland, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, and Minnesota, in advance of a cold front there. So here's the rain for the next 7 days, and the news is not really good for Alabama if you're looking for rain. And again, we got a few spotty showers around today. There's a small chance of a shower tomorrow. Parts of East Alabama might see a little light rain Friday with Nicole passing to the east, but for most of Alabama, no rain through Monday morning of next week. But again, for those that need the rain, understand we are now in tornado season. We often have frequent rain producers and storm systems in November, December, so hopefully things will come around and we'll get some beneficial rain later this month. So in the tropics, of course, Nicole is the item we'll talk about the most here, but we do note there is another disturbance that's well to the northeast of Nicole. The Hurricane Center giving that a medium chance of becoming a depression or storm if anything forms there. This is junk. It won't last long, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. So obviously Nicole is the focus today. It's still not very symmetrical. The winds are displaced from the center, and it's not a true tropical storm at this point. That's the reason it's called a subtropical storm. And the top winds remain at 45 miles an hour. But this will be coming across the Bahamas, the northern Bahamas, Wednesday, and then ultimately moving onto the Atlantic coast of Florida, somewhere between Miami and Daytona Beach, late Wednesday night or Thursday morning. Maybe as a Category 1 hurricane. But I think the Hurricane Center is right. In this case, this is going to be a very large storm in terms of wind radius and rain and things like that. So don't get too hung up in the center lines and the cone here, but just understand the peninsula. And again, not the Panhandle. The peninsula will have a lot of wind and a lot of rain with this feature beginning Wednesday night into the day Thursday. And that will be hooking north and then northeast up the Atlantic coast. And by Saturday morning, it should be just north of Charleston on the coast of South Carolina. So let's look at modeling on everything here. A very interesting series of maps here. This is the GFS model fans, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. And again, we got the big upper high on top of us. And quite frankly, I just don't see a lot of change tomorrow. Again, we could break another record. Low 80s are likely. Maybe mid-80s in spots, much like today. Could there be a shower? Yes, but probably not many. Most places will stay dry. So this is Wednesday. And again, I'll kind of take my mug off the screen there, and you can see the position of Nicole, which is coming through the Bahamas. But for us, it's going to be noticeably cooler Wednesday. The high dropping to near 70 with cooler air coming in from the northeast. And for us, the day will be sunny. So let's go to Thursday and the GFS depicting Nicole near Tampa Bay. And again, a lot of wind, a lot of rain for the Florida Peninsula. And what's interesting, while you've got Nicole, happening there over Florida, you've got a blizzard in progress over parts of the high plains. Look at that thing. It's a 988 millibar low that's over eastern South Dakota with a tremendous snowstorm north and west of that. And down to the south of that, there could be some severe storms on Thursday. So that'll be a very interesting day to be watching the weather nationally. And then Friday, Nicole moves north, and it should be centered somewhere around Lake City, Florida. And on Friday, there could be a little light rain for East Alabama, but probably not much. And again, if you need rain, don't get your hopes up when you see that. The bulk of the rain from Nicole will stay east of Alabama. Friday, the high probably around 70 here. And then Saturday, Nicole kicks back out into the Atlantic, and a good northerly flow here. It's going to turn cold this weekend. Highs will drop in the 50s. The day will be sunny. No risk of any rain. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be below freezing in most spots. Lows 25 to 32. The high Sunday in the Tennessee Valley only in the 40s, despite a sunny sky up in North Alabama. Places like Birmingham, the high probably low 50s. But much of the country in very cold air. These are temperature anomalies on Sunday. And it's just cold. So that's what I'm saying. Don't get used to this warmth we have now. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, the 14th. It's a zonal flow, and we are still dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, the 17th of November, troughing north and west of the state. And evidence maybe a few showers around then with another really good push of cold air coming in. So the pattern looks progressively colder later in the month. This is rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble. The mean is the green line. It's under 1 inch between now and the 23rd of November. Really not much for this time of the year. Typically, this is a wet and stormy month. And again, here comes the cold air. National blend of models, 82 tomorrow. And then the high dropping to 70 on Wednesday. And then the high dropping to 50 on Sunday. And notice lows in the 20s. And this is for Birmingham. Most spots are going to be colder than this. The NBM has 29 for Birmingham Monday morning, and all of next week looks pretty chilly with highs only in the 50s and lows in the 30s. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for November 14th through the 20th. A lot of blue on that map. Temperatures across the U.S. below average with the exception of Alaska and maybe the southern tip of Florida. Hey, let's roll that Pepsi Kid Cam. A gym full today. Wow. What a crowd. Odenville Elementary School, St. Clair County. Good old St. Clair County Saints. Had a great time today talking about the science of meteorology, and we had just a ton of fun today. And, ooh, boy, look at these cookies. I mean, these are pro cookies right here. And I must confess I just had one, and they are outstanding. But again, to all of the students and the faculty and the administration at Odenville Elementary School, thanks a lot for a really, really fun visit earlier today. So that's it for the afternoon weather briefing today. In a busy week coming up here. Let's see, tomorrow I'm going to be at Parkside School in Cullman County up around Baileyton. Then I'll be at Vincent Elementary School in Shelby County. And then tomorrow night I will be I'll be an ice cream scoop guy. How about that? It's a fundraiser for the United Way at the Whole Scoop on Bronx Gap Parkway in Hoover. That's at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Come see us. I can't do ice cream, but man, I can serve it. I'm a good server. Wednesday, North River Christian Academy in Tuscaloosa. Then Wednesday evening, I'll be speaking to the Northern Illinois University Student Chapter of the American Meteorological Society. Virtually, of course. Thursday, Moundville Elementary in Hale County. Thursday evening, I'll be speaking to the York Atmospheric Science Club in Canada, virtually. And then Veterans Day is Friday, so school's out. And then Saturday we have a book signing in Hartselle up in Morgan County. And again, we'll be posting details on the location and timing on that probably tonight or tomorrow. So if you're new here, we do these live videos twice daily during the week, as needed on the weekend. But typically I'm live on simulcasting on Facebook and YouTube at 5:15 a.m. and about 2:30 p.m. We have notes over on the blog, alabamawx.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.